Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another episode of this Piscean Reports. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, as always, you guys are having a lovely day. For those of you new to my channel, welcome aboard. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. You guys, welcome back. Okay, so I got a little time on my hands, and I'm probably gonna do like a couple of videos today. It wasn't the plan, but you know what? I was just like, let's do it. You know, I got a few days off, and I was like, let me go ahead and do a little something. You know, so when I shuffle the cards, this is what's interesting. I was just gonna do tarot, and just say to you guys, you know what? Let's. I asked Spirit when I shuffled the cards. I asked Spirit. I said, give me some positive, something positive to give to the collective, because with all of the crazy that is happening right now, I said, let's have something positive. Give me something beautiful, you know? And I shuffled the cards, and I said, well, give me 3 cards, and then I was going to go from there. You know, if it took me, whatever direction it took me in was where I was going to direct the reading. And interestingly enough, it directed me in the area of love. So exciting, right? I was like, oh my God, really? So let me show you what you guys got for tarot. You have the Nine of Pentacles, my most favorite. Next to the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles is a favorite. Oh, so beautiful, so blessed, so happy. So you are in a very beautiful space right now. If this is you, you're in a good space. You're in a good, good space. I want to say mentally, physically, financially, especially with the 9 Pentacles there. But you know, this isn't a woman who's stressed out. This isn't a woman who is, is in a bad place. You could just see it. You see the peace on her face, and she's got she's got this beautiful little bird, and you know, life is good. So if this is you, you're in a really good space right now, and so you are in that perfect energy to welcome in love. Oh my goodness, the 2 of Cups. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Are you sure it's love, Chiquita? Maybe it's just like a partnership. Could be. Either way, I feel, give me the 3rd card. We're going to go with love. I'm feeling definitely a connection between you and another. Okay? And you have the 8 of Wands. So somebody's about to come a-running. Somebody has made up their mind. They're like, I want the collective. I want her. I'm using only because I see, you know, a woman here. But absolutely take it as it resonates for you. But to see that, oh my goodness, somebody is about to come a-running. Look at it. They see you over there, and they're like, I made up my mind. I'm coming for the collective. I'm sorry. I'm coming for the collective. And I was like, wow. Now see, that is positive news. Positive news. Okay? So if you are someone who is in a very good, you know, space energetically, you know, spiritually, financially, the universe is saying, you know, they're going to double down on your happiness and include love in the mix. So that's beautiful. And when I saw that, I was like, well, you know what? Let's draw 3. I wanted to draw 3 from Whispering Heart Love Oracle. You know, I was like, it feels like that's the way it's going. So, and I certainly could probably draw a few more tarot cards, and I may do that. But, so I drew the Whispering Heart. And you have awareness, distracted or feeling life with other things. I know I should put my glasses on. And then but under that, I'm not even more focused on that. I am more focused on what is at the bottom. Somebody is looking for love or dating. So what I see when I see this, and wait until you see the other cards because this is fascinating. All right, so this absolutely could be a past person, or it could just be someone who is just out there, and I feel like somebody has encountered you at one time or another, and you left your mark on them. You left an impression on them. Okay. The card right here that you have next is Beyond Compare. Comparing new partners to past experiences. So this is what I'm saying, for some of you, you left your mark on someone's heart. You impressed them in some way. If it wasn't a dating situation, you guys could have been friends, and this person thought a lot of you. Look at that. You're beyond compare. Look at this. You're unique. You've got this gorgeous unicorn here. And so someone, do I want to give you this one too? I'll give you that one in a second. So here's the deal. Someone may be out trying to, find you in another person. Okay? But they are finding out that there is no other you. Who can top the collective? Right? Look at you're on my channel, so you're spiritual and you're all things, someone who is connected with source, has a connection to source, or at least someone who believes in a higher power. Looking at all the blessings around you, I can understand if that were the case, because you put your faith in a higher power, you have been blessed. Okay. And so, like I said, the universe is like, okay, we've given the collective this. Let's give them a little more. Let's round it out. Let's round out their happiness. Money isn't everything. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, you have a card that says that. Money isn't everything. So we're going to give you love on top of everything else. And I love that. I absolutely love it. And so there is someone, either they met you, you guys know each other. For sure you know each other. Because there's someone who is... they can't get you off their mind. So it's going to be one or two situations. If they are distracted or filling their day with things to kind of take their mind off of you, that's how much of an impression you left on this person. Okay? They're to the point to where they're like, I got to do something. I got to get them out of my head. I got to get the collective out of my heart. I got to get the collective out of my mind. And so it's, for some of you, someone is literally, maybe it's an ex-husband, or, like it's an ex, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, right? And this, you left an impression on this person, and so they're either trying to fill their heart, fill their day with things to take you off of their mind, or it is someone who is actually going out. If you guys dated once upon a time, and like I said, because you left such an impression, they're like, maybe you decided you don't want to be with that person anymore, and you moved on, and they're like, well, that's fine. I found you. I'll find someone else. And so they made a conscious decision to try to look for someone else who has the attributes that you have. And I don't think it's, and I'm not, when I say attributes, I don't mean physical. This is a kind of energy. You left your mark on their heart. This is love. You've got the Two of Cups, two beautiful little fishies coming together, right? You left. Just look at the energy that is coming off. You see the energy. And it's like that. It's like you left your scar on their heart. You left an impression on their heart. You are in their energy so hard that they have made up their mind. Nobody compares to the collective. I must have her. And if I can't find her, that's fine. I'll just find someone else like her. Right? And so they're either going out and actively dating, trying to find someone who there's something about the way you made them feel, and they're looking for somebody who can make them feel the same way, and they are finding that very difficult. So difficult that they just said, you know what, I give up. I give up. I'm coming back to the collective. I give up. You win. It's like, you know what? You win. I can't do it. I'm not finding it. Look at this. You have your other card here, a fine romance. So someone is caught up. It says caught up in a whirlwind. So someone, they're caught up. Basically, they're caught up. It's no two ways around it. Nobody compares to you. I gotta have you. I've tried. I went out. I went dating, and I couldn't find anyone. Look at, you see the little presence here. They are recognizing and realizing that you were the gift from God all along. All along. You were the gift from God. You were the one they wanted. You know what I mean? And they see that now, and they recognize nobody compares, right? And they gave up, and they said, you know what, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I want that. You have fine romance. I want the collective. I have made up my mind. And so I see this person coming back to you. Now, seeing that they're getting caught up in a whirlwind of emotions, it says caught up in a whirlwind of emotions and promises. So for some of you, I would say this, depending on who the person is for you. Some of you might want this person to come back. You're like, thank God they woke up. They see me. They recognize. They realize it was always me. What a fool. You know what I mean? And you're like, So for some of you guys, you're like, I want that. I thank you, Chiquita, for letting me know. Like, I'll just chill out. They can't stay away. They're not going to be able to stay away. They can't. They've tried. They may have tried dating other people. They have tried. Lord knows they've tried. They've tried filling up their day so that you're not on their mind. And I've said it once. I've said it 1,000 times. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Sorry. That, you can fill your day with so much, right? You can do the best you can from the time you get up to the time you go to bed. But when your head hits that pillow, everything always comes flooding back. Where's the card? That's not the one. Hold on. Looking back. It was on the bottom of the deck. You had looking back. So that's what I mean. At the end of the day, everything is going to come flooding back. You can push it away all you want, all day long. But at the end of the day, when you got to put head to pillow and it's quiet and it's just going to come flooding back. It says, looking back, missing the moment shared together, nostalgia and reflection. So you can do that. You can fill your day. They can fill their day all they want. Okay, but there is no getting over you. Spirit said there's no getting over you. It's no getting over you. And that's beautiful. Oh my gosh. So the last card, I decided to pull from the prosperity deck as well. The first card you had leadership role. Okay, you're being called to step into the authority and a position of power. So I want to see that in this particular situation, you hold all the cards, specifically, especially seeing position of power at the bottom. Okay, and seeing leadership role at the top. I feel like this. You've evolved. I guess maybe you not even evolved, but elevated. You have, what's the word I'm looking for? You're just in a different energy. Okay, you experienced it, and the feeling that I am getting is that it was not your fault. Whatever happened is not your fault, which is why you were able to pick up and move on and elevate and evolve. And you know, you if you are that person, if you are spiritual, then you know you turn to your guides and your angels, and you healed. And so you're, you know, in this space, and you're in this very beautiful energy of the Nine of Pentacles that this young lady is in, right? And you are now in that leadership. It's like live and learn. I learned from this. I'm ready to move on from this. I am, you know, it's like you stepping into literally a leadership position, a leadership role. I've learned from this and I'm ready to move on from it, and I'm going to do that. And you did that, and because you did that, the person that your person either is fully aware of that, because they see that you're like, okay, you know, I did what I could, and you moved on. And your person was like, well, that's just fine, and I don't care, and I'm gonna do this, and you watch, I'll find you and another woman. And they went out and they went dating, and they tried looking for love, and they tried looking for you and someone else, and they just could not find it. And they're just like, oh my God, nothing compares. What I had with you just doesn't compare. Look at the energy coming off of this card. Nothing compares to what you two had. Nothing. And they tried. And I think that's what is very fascinating. You know, that is a credit to your person. You know, to be able to evolve and look, and at the end of the day put head to pillow, and what comes flooding back. You've dated other women, you filled your day with things, and God help you, no matter what, that person's energy, that person's, you know, essence, or whatever it was about that person, just comes flooding back into their mind, and they are able to recognize and realize and say, I made a mistake. Damn it, I made a mistake. I tripped. You know, I tried and I failed. I can't find it because that person doesn't exist anywhere else. You don't exist in any other person. You know, whatever it was that your person loved about you is what they can't get over. And they made up their mind, and they're like, damn it, I'm coming back. So I would not be surprised, you guys, if you hear from them. And, you know, I believe I need to, and I really, well, see, I wasn't expecting this reading. I'm not sure if, I know we're definitely we are either at the very tail end or officially out of the retrograde. And as most people know, during retrogrades, that's that opportunity for people to recognize and realize and live and learn and come back and either heal something and move on together, or, you know, whatever, or end, or whatever they're going to do, you know. So but yeah, you have leadership role and position of power. The universe says you're in a good space. Okay, you didn't do anything wrong. You were definitely the one who was in the right. Okay, and I think your person knows that, and they're ready to come back. Okay, the second card, you have work together. That's why when I saw that, and I said, Chiquita, is it a partnership or is it romance? And I think for you, this may be romance. I don't see somebody trying to date somebody else just to partner up. Okay, it's I can't get you out of my mind. There's nobody like you. There's nobody who compares to you. They got caught up. They're caught up. Nothing that they do is gonna get you out of their mind. They have, you know, it's like the universe this is the universe, literally, quite literally, the universe making them realize this is the person that we gave you. That's the one that we had for you. Nobody compares to that person. That person was your gift. This was our gift to you. You know, look at the picture in the fine romance. Look at what you could have had. And they're like, oh my gosh, I wouldn't be surprised if your person cries at night because they recognize and realize, wow, they messed up. And then you see it once again, you see these two people together. Okay, so I think it says a successful partnership or collaboration and pooling resources. I'm looking more at the successful partnership. Yeah, it says work together, but I think it's like especially seeing, looking back here, this is seeing twice two people together. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me put that one there. You're in a good space, but this person wants to come back. And I love this last card, and I want to say this to all of the young ladies out there, because it is breaking my heart. Like, it really, really, it hurts. It hurts to see how you guys are viewing dating today. The young ladies coming up. And I know why. I know why you guys feel that way. You have here resources. I think this is a message from Spirit. Make the most of what you have and use it wisely. Was this that one, or where is it? Hold on. There it is. Okay. I'm sorry. Well, you do have resources, so I don't know. This could be like a message from Spirit in regards to your finances. And I want to say, when I saw this card on the bottom, staying balanced, this is the one that I want to say to you guys. Money isn't everything, okay? So have, let me see. Time is a form of wealth. But when I saw this, stay balanced, money isn't everything. That is what I wanted to give to you guys. Stay balanced. Money isn't everything. All you young ladies, you're victims. You guys are victims of the music industry. Oh my God, notice butterfly did not just pull up. Oh my God, thank you. Hell no. When I said that to you guys, money isn't everything, that butterfly flew over to the window and he kind of flew up like that, and then he kind of went away. Like tell them. You guys, you are the victim of the music industry. Okay, these young ladies that they're putting in your face are trying to push into you guys' spirit, into your heart. This is why I keep saying that we are in a spiritual war. We are in the mother of spiritual wars at this time. The devil is trying to take hold of you guys' minds and your hearts and your spirit and your soul. And he's trying to get you to look at it, to not even recognize the value of love. Okay, when I see all these young ladies on the internet and the first thing they talking about is, if he can't buy me a car, I need him to have 3 cars, and I need at least 2 of them to be in his name. And the worst part is, I saw this grown ass woman. She had to at least be my age. I wish you could have seen this woman. And she's sitting up there saying, if a man can't buy me a car, then we can't talk. And I was like, money isn't everything, you guys. Don't let these people out here bump your head. Don't let the music industry, don't let the devil get to you like that. Okay, all these singers trying to make it seem like it's all about that paper. It's all about that money. If they can't give you money, then you don't need them, and I ain't got time for you, and all some kind of stuff. And then these be the same women that end up later on in life, like that grown ass lady talking about, if you can't give me a car, if you can't give me, and I'm looking at, I wish you guys could have seen this woman. I know y'all would have been like, hell no, this lady is not sitting up here saying, I wish I would be sitting up here 60 years old talking about some, if you gonna holler at me, you need to, before you can even holler at me, I need you to buy me a car. People say, the heck, what's wrong with you? Like, what's wrong with you? And that's what I would tell you ladies, money ain't everything. Focus. It's time for you guys to get back to love. Meet someone and fall in love. Okay, when I see these young ladies sitting up here talking about, this is where they took me on a date, this one took me to a dog park to walk the dog. You kidding, right? You're kidding. This person, for all you know, this person would have and could have been the perfect person for her. But because she's so focused on money, he could have been like, let me just see where this lady's head is at before we go any further. It's not that, I said it a million times, it's not that these young men don't want to put money in your pocket. It's not that they don't want to shower you. But for heaven's sakes, right out the gate, if money is the only thing that's falling out your mouth, gimme, 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 I won't, take me here, give me that, buy me this, give me, buy me that, we're doomed. We're doomed. And I'm hearing women online talking about how they don't cook for, if I'm married and my husband come in asking me to make him something, I'm not making him nothing. I'm just making something for me and my kids. It's like, what the hell? Why did you get married? Because marriage is a partnership. And they're going to punish my kids. Shut up. And marriage is a partnership. It's beautiful. Marriage can be a beautiful thing when you find the right one. And I always give this as a perfect example. Shantae, I believe that was her name. Snoop and his wife. I think her name is Shantae, I'm not positive. But these two, when she met him, she didn't fall in love. She didn't say, this dude is going to make a lot of money, so I'm going to get with him and I'm going to get this money and I'm going to get this paper and I'm going to get this bag and da-da-da. She fell in love with Calvin. Shantae fell in love with Calvin. You know what I'm saying? And everything that happened after that, every blessing that came their way was just that much more beautiful. Okay? Because they fell in love with each other first. And you don't know what the universe has planned for you if when you get with the right person. But I mean, do you think, like, let's say the universe blesses a young man with money. And the universe, the Most High said, I blessed you with these gifts and these talents, and now you're financially in a good place. He's a football player, baseball, basketball, singer, whatever. And he's in a good space financially. He worked hard and he deserves it. And you think he's gonna let some, he wants some gold digger, some greedy, money grubbing thing to come in. And unfortunately, some guys, they get to looking at their figure, the women's bodies and the money they didn't, all of that, and they get caught up, like Brother Shaq, not Shaq, y'all know who I'm talking about. Lost his job, got caught up messing around with that woman. I almost said Shaq, but he's y'all know who I'm talking about. Anyway, let me get back over to the reading. But yes, money, let me just not do this, but trust, y'all, trust. Money ain't everything. It's time to start getting love, looking for love. Okay, the good will come when you get with the right person. Everything else will fall in place. And the best part is, even if you don't fall into millions, you will have somebody who fills your heart with so much love, who makes you feel good, who has your best interests at heart, who will be down for you, down for you in times of struggle. And that's worth more than gold. Stop looking at money. Money. He took me here on the first date. I want this. I think that's the sweetest thing in the world. Let's go for a walk. Let's get to know each other. Whatever happened to wanting to get to know somebody? See where their head is at. He wants to see where your head is before he just go, come. He wants to know, are you somebody who really wants to dig him, who digs him and who he is and his ways and his likes and his dislikes? Or are you just looking at him as this ATM? So there's nothing wrong with somebody saying, let me take you somewhere small first. Let's just go somewhere. Let's go, a girl was mad that somebody took her to a coffee house. Somebody wants to take you to a coffee house. They want to get to know you. Let's sit down. Let's talk. Let's get to know each other. Let's find out what you like, what I like. What do we, you know what I'm saying? But these young ladies, these I want to say whores so bad. I really do. Because, like I said, that's the devil. That's the devil. The music industry is so foul to take all these sweet young ladies out here and trying to turn them into whores, making it about money. Money, 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 money. You gotta have money. If it ain't money, it ain't this, it ain't that. And give me a car, and you gotta have a house, and you gotta have $1 million, and most of these young ladies ain't even worth that. They bring nothing to the table but their looks, and looks are dime a dozen. It's beautiful women out here everywhere. Men can find pretty women are dime a dozen. They everywhere. Okay, so if that's all you bring it to the table is your looks, you got to do better than that. Can you cook? You know what I'm saying? Can you keep a clean house? Do you love kids? How are you with kids? Are you nurturing? Will you be down for this person? Like, money ain't everything, you know. And then to see that card is staying balanced. Money ain't everything. You know, it's time. Spirit wants me to tell you guys it's time to get back to falling in love. I know what the music says. Ignore that. If you got to listen to it, let it go through one ear and out the other. If you want to dance to it. You know, like we did back in the day when I was coming up. You would hear some song and it would say something foul or stupid. But you know, it was just you just saying it and then you dancing. It's just something to dance to. I like the beat. I like what that's funny what they saying, but don't take that stuff serious. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. You got 2 cards here. Find romance and working together. This is what you should be looking for. Okay? Not money. Stop chasing paper. It's time we get back to falling in love, meeting one another. The universe, we are in serious trouble. We're serious trouble. The devil is really trying to get you, young ladies, and I need y'all to get it together. Get it together. Money isn't everything. Look at what I said. Shantae and Snoop, and money is a byproduct. Money is just what they have. But if you sat these 2 down and said, what do you love most about your life? I love Shantae. I love Calvin. You know, I love our children. I love our grandchildren. You know, I love what we have built together. You know, I love that we stayed together through the good times and the bad. Look at what we have. Look at this beautiful thing. The money's just a byproduct. That's just what dude does for a living, and I think she's probably doing some things on her own too, making her thing. You know, money is just a byproduct. Okay, it ain't everything. But to get back to you guys reading, yeah, I'm sorry. I just had to say that. I had to say that. I feel like somebody wants to work with you. Somebody wants to come back. You will see and find romance and work together. Somebody wants to, you know, come back. Somebody wants to come back. And they want to try to work it out. With working together, they want to try to work it out. Okay, they caught up. They caught up in your love. They caught up in your essence. They're caught up in all that you are. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. That's worth more than gold. You know, touching somebody's heart is worth more than gold. And they probably touched your heart. You know, I don't know. But yeah, so this is a very beautiful, beautiful reading for some of you guys. You're in a good space. They want to come back. They are going to come back. Seeing the 8 of Wands. Is it possible to be someone new? Someone seeing you. Someone falling in love with you, coming in. They see you. You're a gift. You're a treasure. Nobody compares. And they want to connect. Leadership role. And pooling resources. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. But from looking back, when I just see looking back, I think that this is not something new. I think it's something from the past for you guys. For some of you guys, it's someone from the past. Okay, because I'm trying to look and I'm like, is it a you know, with the Eight of Wands incoming, is it someone who does see your value and your worth and does want to come in and romance you, and then you guys work together, pool your resources and work together and move on? Anything is possible. Anything is possible. But bottom line, no matter how you look at it, whether it's possible that it's someone new coming in who sees you, in which case maybe you put yourself out there and they see you and they want to come in, they see you as a treasure or a gift, and you're different, you know, in which case, you know, somebody may want to romance you, and you guys work together and partner up or whatever. That is possible as well. But like I said, the only reason I feel like it's possibly a past person, and you know, seeing that they fill their day, literally fill their day trying to forget about you. And looking back, I'm like, yep, that's it. I think somebody is ready to throw in the towel. They give up. You know, if this was a love battle, you won. I think you gave them like a knockout blow to the heart, and they just fell out, and you know, there's nothing. They give up. They're like, I give up. I'm going back. I'm gonna, you know, try to whirlwind. I'm gonna try to, you know, romance. I'm gonna try to scoop them up and take them back and move on. But as far as that card on the bottom, I'm going to leave it right there because it's 36 minutes. I don't like my videos to go over 30 minutes. But I just had to say that, you guys, start falling in love again. Stop focusing on money. Get to know somebody. Okay? You don't know what. You don't know what God has for you. When you just fall in love with somebody, meet somebody, get to know them, connect. See if you guys have a connection. You know, get your little tails and like an avatar, put your little tails together and see if they go, you know, or do they go, you know, do something. But damn, you know, just start entertaining the idea of meeting someone and getting to know someone and falling in love. Okay, stop letting the devil have his way. Don't let the devil have his way. Okay, it's not about money. Money isn't everything, because the money will go away. Okay, and if somebody sees it right out the gate, all you want is money, you know good and damn well, man, if you got a brain, they gonna tear your little hind parts up. They gonna tear you up. They gonna chew you up and spit you out. Okay, you think you're getting over, but I promise you, you're not. Especially if right out the gate, all you talking about is gimme, 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 and they gonna say, okay, I'm gonna give you, all right. I'm gonna give you. and I promise you, if they got all the money and the power, you're gonna lose in the end. You thought you was winning with your looks, but you're gonna lose in the end. So let's get back to love. Meeting someone, basing and falling in love, and be like Shantae and Calvin, Snoop, and fall in love and grow something together. And then one day you could sit up and y'all could look back and look at what you built and just feel so good. Oh, I know they just feel so good. They wake up every day probably thanking God that they stuck it out, and look at what we have. Nothing beats that. Nothing. Okay? All right, I'm going to go. I'm sorry. I hope you liked the message. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. All right? I will talk to you on the next video. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.